Hello, everybody. Oh, that's underwater. We want. Hello, everybody. Subscribe. How's it going? Welcome back to TKAST. I'm here with my friend, Aaron Hill.
Hi.
How's it going?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Nice day. I think it's fall now.
It's basically fall.
It's
not officially, but
it's
in my
like
mind it's fall.
Yeah, like we haven't really gone out of summer into fall, but we're like preparing for it.
Yeah, and pumpkin spice is like back. That means
it's ready.
That means fall is back.
Yeah, fall exactly. So I think the mic is actually gonna be the other way.
Like this?
Oh yeah.
Wow, that makes a huge difference.
That sounds so much better.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, does that? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Now we're cooking with fire. That's the second time I've done that actually.
I was like, why do I feel like I'm echoing and you're not? I'm like literally like smelling the mic, like you said.
And I was like, there's no way that like that's right. And then I thought about it and I was like, you know what? It just should be like mirrored from me or not mirrored.
Basically.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I knew what you meant. It's okay.
Well, okay. So welcome. How's it going?
Great.
Good. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome to my apartment studio. This is where I do the little vlog casting.
This is legit. It's more legit than my place, so it's cool.
Thank you. I mean, I appreciate that. I'm trying. So for those of you that don't know Aaron as well, I don't know you that well, but for those of you that don't know, Aaron and I met at New Year's Eve 2018 at the Gaylord Center during Big Night DC.
Yeah.
And you were there as a ambassador?
No, I was there, so I had an appearance. I cheered for the cat. Oh my God, just like
you were trying to attack
myself. I did an appearance with the Caps as a cheerleader, and we were just there to do like little dances and then say hi to everybody. Mm-hmm. So it was just like it was straight work the whole time. Wow. I had a game the day of too.
Oh my gosh.
So I like for some reason thought I could do both. After we got out at like midnight and we were able to like stay and like enjoy New Year's Eve, but I went straight home after because I was so exhausted.
I bet.
But yeah,
after a game and then go into that. So you were there for like for most of the night?
Yeah, we got there like we came straight from the game, which ended at like 3, and went straight to the Gaylord and have been there ever since like midnight.
Oh my gosh.
So I had been up since like 7 a.m. too.
That's crazy. So you were you all have to go to this thing. Like was there
not all of us. It was only like 4 or 5 wasn't a lot. Yeah. They needed like at most 8 and only like 5 of us could do it because it's New Year's. Other people had plans, but I was like money, so I did it. Yeah,
true. That makes sense. Yeah, I go to the New Year's Eve thing. I try to go every year.
That one?
Yeah, I mean if I don't have plans because my birthday is New Year's Eve. And like the Gaylord, the Gaylord is like a really fun place to go, especially if it's your birthday, because everyone's partying. Mm-hmm. But the reason I like going is because it's like a big event where like you can run around and like even if you are kind of crazy, there's like enough room for them to like handle it. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so how long have you been living in DC?
I've been living in DC. I came here for middle school, even though I'm from Bermuda, but came here in middle school. Okay. So I went to middle school and high school here. And then I went away for college and then came back. So like roughly like 16 years. Wow.
Okay. And you said you're from Bermuda. Mm-hmm. So you're born and raised in Bermuda.
Yep.
Okay. And then so you came from Bermuda to where'd you move to?
So I actually was originally born in Lesby, Maryland. I was literally strictly there to be born, I guess.
Oh, wow.
And then immediately went home to Bermuda. So I have dual citizenship. So if I need to like escape America, I can.
And you do often. Or try it as often as possible. I try. So you were born in Maryland, which is really cool, and then you went back to Bermuda to grow up,
and then came back for middle school in 7th grade, and came to Silver Spring, Maryland, and went to school there, and I went to boarding school for high school, which was like out in like Sandy Spring, Maryland, or like only very far out. It's like middle of nowhere. Went there for 4 years, and then went to school in Boston, and then came back to DC because I was like, I'm not living in Boston full time.
Yeah, Boston's a little hard to live full time because they their weather is very.
Yeah, being from Bermuda and going to Boston, like I went there and I
gosh.
didn't have a North Face or anything like that. Like I was like, oh, a hoodie's good, like I'm fine. And then like it's like negative 15 degrees, and I'm like, oh, I should probably like invest in something like anything winter related.
Yeah, that's crazy. And there's no winters in Bermuda technically.
Not really. It like what this is like this weather colder right now is Bermuda winter, which is like my vibe.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this is actually when I texted you that it's hoodie weather, I was like, shoot, she's like probably not gonna agree because like you probably have a different like idea on like what hoodie weather would be.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was born and raised in Northern Virginia, like so like just down the street from here, technically, around the corner, down the block. Compared to where you were, well, you were born in Maryland, but compared to where you're from, yeah, to where you grew up, I grew up around the corner. And this is like hoodie season because like hoodies are good until it's just so cold that you need a little bit more, like Under Armour or something. But yeah, that's what when it comes to like winter weather, I would think of like long johns. You know what long johns are?
Yeah, that's that's what I would wear when I would like go skiing.
Okay.
I mean, not just that. I would wear that under like stuff. Like that'd be weird, but
So you came back. And you went to college in Silver Spring?
No, I went to college in North Andover, Massachusetts, so like outside of Boston.
Okay, cool. And what'd you go to college for?
I went there for criminology with a minor in sociology. Did I do anything with it? No. I realized too late that I didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to like change my degree and do more schooling.
Yeah, stick to it.
Yeah. That's and good. Like my family also put me through college without taking out any loans, and I knew if I like did any more than that, I don't have to like take out loans. And I'm really bad with money, so I was like, I don't want to do that.
I agree. Yeah. So I mean, that's good. There's positive and there's negatives to finishing off a degree that you didn't necessarily want to do. What was it about that? What about it that you didn't want to do?
So originally my plan with going into criminology kind of dumb, but I watched a lot of Criminal Minds back in the day, and I wanted to be like a behavior analyst type person.
Okay.
And I had realized that in order to do that, you either have to be a cop first, or go to law school, or be like a really good hacker, or know like Arabic. And I didn't know any of that. So I was like, when I didn't want to be a cop, I did not want to be a cop. So I was like, I just want to I want to go straight to the FBI and analyze people. Why can't I just do that? I have to you need more experience. So I was like, fuck this. I'm too young for this. Like, I can't do this.
Okay, true. So out of college, you graduate with a degree, and what was it that kind of spun you or changed your mind to do what you're doing now? Because you still have the degree, right?
Yeah, I still have. Yeah, I don't think you can lose it.
You can't lose it, I'm sure. Yeah, you just give it up, and never mind.
Yeah, they just take it back. They're like, no, you've.
So you got the degree, and you could still do something with it, but what was it? What was it that changed your mind?
So after I graduated college, I always worked in the restaurant industry, when I was younger for money. Because my family strictly was like, all right, cool, you're 13, time to start working. And
oh
I
my
was
gosh.
Okay, so I worked at a daycare for a little bit, taught little kids how to swim, and then did all of that. And then when I turned 16, I started to work in the restaurant industry.
Okay.
So I did that when I got out because I was like, that's easy money, and because I didn't know what I wanted to do right after I graduated, so I was freaking out. And then I also did this door-to-door sales job for a year. It was for roofing, siding, and windows. So if you need any advice on exterior remodeling, I actually know a lot about it.
That'd be fantastic.
But I did that and realized it was great, but exhausting because it's literally door-to-door sales. Okay. But being a woman, I realized we're very good at it.
I can imagine. You never got on the roofs though?
No, God, no. I wouldn't be here. If that was the case, I would not survive.
Okay, so you went every day. You just went door to door and sold the roofing idea.
Well, all I had to do, I didn't sell anything. I just scheduled appointments.
A consultation?
Yeah. Okay. And as long as the appointment happened, I got paid. Doesn't matter if they purchased it. The only thing is there was just a lot of you have to be a homeowner. A lot of people rented. You both have to be there at the same time. And scheduling. And
I was actually learning about that recently about why they have to both be there at the same time. and stuff like that. Like I was learning a little bit about this.
Because spouses.
Yeah. Because they'll be like, oh, actually, like you can get through the whole thing, and then they'll be like, oh, well, actually, I gotta wait till my husband gets home.
Usually that's the case also. So we're like, just get you, and also that way no one's like going behind each other's back, being like, get this roof, and he's like, no, I want this roof. You know, different things like that.
That's cool.
So I did that, and then that was commission only. So I did that for a whole year. I honestly because it was commission only, I like worked my ass off, and I made like a good amount of money at the time. Like I was like turning 22 and I made like $900 a week. I was like, I'm living. This is great. But it was so exhausting. Like I was never sleeping. Like I was like always walking. So it just like I was like way thinner than I should have been. I was eating. I was just walking a lot.
Yeah, working out all the time.
I was like, I can't do this sales stuff anymore. So I went back to the restaurant industry, and then I started to work in fine dining. So I started to work for Michelin star restaurants. I helped open 2 of them. Okay. And then after that, I went to another one, and then I realized that working in fine dining made me hate people a little bit. So I stopped and like left like working in the restaurant industry, and then like took a year off and just to like travel and like live my life a little bit because I never got to.
Okay, where'd you go?
I went to Cartagena, Colombia for a week by myself.
Wow.
And then I went to visit my friends in London, and then I went to New York a lot. I went to Nashville, and to the Polo Classic. I went like everywhere. I loved Nashville. I loved all of it. Oh, and I went to Austin for Austin City Limits Music Festival. Okay. I feel like I went to other places, but that's what I'm thinking of at the time.
Yeah. So you like traveling?
Yeah, I do. I think that re-sparks my creativity.
Yeah, I can agree. Like because when you travel, you tend to film. I've seen your travel vlogs.
Yeah.
And do you enjoy like the editing process, or do you enjoy like is there a process you enjoy more? Or do you enjoy all of it?
I think I like all of it for different reasons. Okay. Like I like to film it just because like I'm still like living in the moment, because like I'm only, obviously when you're like doing a vlog, you're only filming like a little bit of the experience. You're not doing all of it. So it's good to like that I know that like at least a part of that will be there. I enjoy the editing because then it kind of just gives me nostalgia. But I think I like the end, like finishing it off the most, because then I get to look at one, my trip, and then also how it all came together. Yeah,
when I go film and stuff, people tend to forget that like a vlog per se is like a video diary, and it doesn't have to be every second of your travel. I tend to film like little moments and then put all those little moments together and make one long story kind of thing that's full of little moments. And I've heard some people say like you should be more, you should have more detail in your videos. And so I took that idea of having more detail in my videos, and that's why I created this kind of thing where instead of having like a vlog where I like need to create an idea, I just kind of have like a conversation.
True.
And I put little edits in to make it a little bit more interesting, to capture attention a little bit. I
like that. I basically do the same thing, I would say.
So you got into editing, was it in college?
No, after? I think I got into it because I'm a photographer, and I started to do that, and I was like, I really like doing video, and I really like I really wanted to start vlogging. Wanted to, like, because I was traveling a lot, and I was like, I really want to, because I don't want to do a blog. People are like, oh, you're a blogger, and I'm like, no, I hate writing. Like, I don't want to be a blogger. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. So I was like, I wanted to do like travel guides and all that, but I like didn't want to do the writing like at all, like loathe it. So I was like, let me do video, because that's like easier. Like I do video all the time, and like if I just get like better and teach myself more about like the editing thing, then it'll look really good. So that's how I started vlogging. Okay. Instead of doing an actual blog, because I wanted to do something like, instead of just being an Instagrammer, like again, like if Instagram like is gone, what are you gonna do? Like where's your business? So I wanted to like put something out there on top of my photography, also like that way I stay creative. There you go.
Yeah, so it definitely helps to stay creative, to like do little things here and there. How long have you been doing photography?
I've been doing photography since like high school. I always had like a camera and would take pictures of my friends. But I would say I have to burp. Sorry. No
problem. We can like take I'll just cut it out if you.
No, it's okay. You can just keep it in there. Imperfect.
Have you heard of Emma Chamberlain? Have you heard of the YouTuber Emma Chamberlain?
No. Does she burp all the time?
Well, in her videos, instead of cutting out her embarrassing moments like burping or like sneezing, whatever, she'll zoom in and focus on it.
You can do that.
And it's really, it's like it changed like the modern day like joke on YouTube. I think she got it from someone else, Antonio Garza. But she what do you call it? Transgender. When they prefer they probably prefer a certain thing. I think she prefers to be called she. Antonio Garza.
Like pronouns?
Well, I guess so. But like Antonio Garza was not a she when she was born.
Sometimes it's a they.
They, okay.
It's something that we're all learning.
Interesting, yeah. So I'll just call by name. Antonio Garza blew up online, and then Emma Chamberlain took that editing style, and she does it on herself, and she's made it more popular. But yeah, she'll zoom in on like her sneezes and burps and stuff, which is really interesting. I don't know if I'm there yet with my I don't know if I can do that. But like I'll zoom in on my laugh, because I think my laugh is funny, like not like because I think I'm funny, but like I think my laugh is worth laughing at. I think my laugh might make someone else laugh. So I might zoom in on that or something. But anyway, so you are a alumni of what do you call it? ZTA?
Is that a sorority?
Sorority, yeah. But like, I mean?
Yeah, an alum. Because alumni, I think, is more than one. Okay. I think. I don't know.
So
I was in a sorority. I mean, I guess I still am. It's like a sisterhood for life. But I'm not active on it now.
What is it? Zeta? ZTA?
ZTA.
Okay.
Or Zeta Tau Alpha.
Got it. Okay. And how was that experience?
It was good because I went to a smaller school. It was like a Catholic school, and a lot of people went there for like if you played sports, and like I didn't. So a lot of people made their friends through sports and stuff, and I had to make my own friends. So I joined a sorority so I could mainly like get some more friends.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it's great. I still keep in touch with a bunch of my sisters, and then I have met actually one of my teammates or former teammates, like whatever, still my teammate, she's on the team, is a Zeta, and like was in like another friend of mine's like pledge class. So it's actually like a very small world. I'm not like as active as like other people are in their alumni sororities. Like I don't really go to events or anything, but it's cool to meet other people being like, oh, I was a Zeta too. It's like, oh, not the only one. Especially when you go to a small school, I feel like I'm the only one that's done anything.
Right, a little family. Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't go to a school that had frats and sororities, unfortunately, so I didn't. I kind of created my own frat, which is the WNK. It's kind of like my little frat thing. I would like host my own little parties and stuff, which is where this thing came from. It's like this like light setup.
Oh my
thing.
Gosh! Why wasn't that on the whole time?
Well, it's a little distracting, I think.
Yeah, it is.
If I have like a nighttime podcast where there's like no lights coming from outside, like the natural lighting, then this is way more obvious, and it's a little bit more of like a party podcast. But yeah,
I'm into it.
Yeah. So you graduated college with a degree that you didn't really use.
Yep, that's me.
But it's very common these days because you don't have to. I mean, in my opinion, you don't have to use your degree right away. You can still use it later. And now you're doing what you love doing.
Yeah, I would just say I'm like a freelance person. Have you ever seen the movie Monster-in-Law with Jennifer Lopez?
I've seen it. I don't remember
with
like
Jane Fonda.
Yeah, I've definitely seen Monster-in-Law like on a plane or something.
Yeah, probably. That's I'm sure that's where you saw it. But basically Jennifer Lopez like works for a temp agency and she has like 15 jobs, and that's like me. Like
you're always doing something.
Yeah, like I do work for a temp agency, so like I work for a nonprofit like 2 days a week. Just for more money. And then I also work at a boxing studio, not Rumble, a different one. And I just do the front desk there. And then I do freelance photography. And then I did do the pro cheer, but they cut the team. So now I still dance, but I'm not like getting paid for it right now. Okay. But I will like probably audition next year for something. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll all see. Then do the photography, and then I model too. So I do all the things. Yeah.
So what is it required? Like, was it difficult to become a NHL cheerleader?
No, because I guess I spent a whole year like training, and one of my best friends is the captain of the Wizards dancers. So, and she taught class every week. So I would always take her class and always like learn from her and get things. My original plan was I auditioned for Wizards first, but just to see what it was like, because I never auditioned for a pro team before. So I just wanted to like put myself out there and see. Didn't make it, but I like went farther than I thought I would have. So that was always good. And then after like being prepared for all of that, I feel like it was easier for me to be prepared for cheering for the NHL, because I don't want to say easier, but in the dance world, like Wizards is like one of the best like NBA teams or professional dance teams like out there in the country. So it's like, it's a little bit more intense. So like when I was doing that, I wasn't necessarily nervous when I was auditioning for the Caps. And I wanted to do it again this year and like be a vet. That way I wasn't a rookie, but it's not happening anymore.
It's okay. It's okay. No worries. So what's next? What's your is there anything out there that you're looking towards to spur the next moment of creativity?
For creativity for myself, I have, oh my gosh, so excited.
You're attacking this.
So I like to do like shoots, like concept shoots, and work with like photographers and makeup artists and all that. Just for like my own Instagram, also just like that way, because I'm always shooting professionally with direction. And I kind of just like want to like do my own thing and not like, I don't know, have like any direction for myself, just like do what I want. So I did a mermaid shoot.
I saw that was very
at
cool.
Novel, actually.
Yeah, the mermaid shoot was really cool.
Yeah, I did that. I saw like a photo on Instagram randomly. I was like, I want to recreate this. And like I have like makeup artist friends, photographer friends, and they were like, we'll do it, we're down. And I was like, done. So I have one coming up. It'll be like Halloween, like I'm gonna shoot in like a cemetery, and it'll be like I don't want to see what's the Sugar Skull, like Day of the Dead type stuff. Like I'm probably like completely different than my mermaid one, but I like to like do that that creative stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then
does that come from your background from being like from Bermuda? Like, did you ever do anything while you were living in Bermuda, like any festivals or anything?
I did Carnival.
Okay.
Which it's like a Caribbean festival.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
It's a lot of fun. Just
I've heard it. Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You just like, is that what Rihanna went into once?
Yeah, they have it in Barbados.
Okay,
yeah,
Barbados.
She goes to that one. Their Carnival is like all over the country. Okay. And like all over the world, actually. Oh wow. So I just went to Bermuda's one, and Bermuda has like just started to do it. I was gonna do it. The only thing is it's a very expensive,
I bet,
festival. Like your costume itself, like my friend's costume and plus her tickets for everything was like $900, and she wore like nothing, which was like literally like G-string and like a feather backpack and like some headpieces, but literally it was like 5 little things. I was like,
more
this is costing $900. Are you kidding me?
That's wild. Yeah.
Mine, I had more clothes on, but I paid less.
Wow, that's wild. So it costs more to like wear less.
Yes,
that's very interesting
in this instance.
Yeah, and like I mean, especially in this fashion industry, like now you pay a lot of money for jeans that aren't actually jeans. They're just like, it's just a hole all the way down.
Yep. Yeah. Some people. Yeah, I've seen people wear like their. I wish I could like describe it. They're like they say they're jeans, but I'm like I see all of your skin.
Like there's nothing there.
It's just like there's like maybe like a little denim on your ass. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I saw this viral Twitter post that was like wearing it was a girl wearing a pair of jeans. I forget what girl. It was somebody popular like
Kylie Jenner or something.
Yeah, some model. But the caption was like wearing this to the next like family like outing to like piss off your parents. But they were basically like jean shorts like that. We're hardly there anyways, but they went all like the hole in the jeans went all the way down to the ankle, and the jeans ended at her ankle, so it wasn't really a jean, but it could be if there's actual material there. Yeah. So that was interesting. But yeah, so I
don't wear that.
These outfits for these festivals are crazy, and they cost a lot, but they look great. And there's like nothing there, but that's kind of the point, I'm sure.
Yeah, we still look great wearing nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. And especially with all the makeup and all the glitter and all the extra stuff, it looks like you're covered. Even like body paint sometimes looks like more clothes than actual clothes.
Yeah. My mermaid shoot, like I wasn't wearing a top. I was just completely bedazzled.
Yeah, which is pretty cool, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure awesome. It felt like you had.
Imagine me getting that off though. That was glitter too.
Oh my gosh. God. Covered in glitter for a week.
Yeah, I went to the office next day just like a lot of glitter on my chest. I was like, hello, here I am.
Hello, I'm here. I'm still here.
Yeah. They just like looked at me.
Glitter is known to be like the most it like sticks to you for like a week or two.
It's the herpes of arts and crafts.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure.
Don't worry, I'll be the one to say it.
There you go. I got you. My friend says that her favorite color is glitter.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think of it being a color, but like I love glitter.
Yeah,
though.
it's definitely. I think it's like a joke, but anyway. So the future is up in the air. You're looking for something creative to spur you to the next moment.
Yeah, I like work with restaurants and I handle their social media, so I'm looking forward to continuing that and then adding on my clientele and doing that also for like my personal photography too.
Awesome.
And then for like the quote unquote influencing, I'm excited to like meet other like bloggers and influencers still, and like always networking and creating with other people. So
right, exactly.
The future ahead is just a lot more creativity.
That's good. And where can they find your personal photography? You
can find my personal photography. My site is in construction right now, or under construction. In it, under all the things.
All the things.
But
in it, under
I have a photography Instagram, which is at Erin Point and Shoot.
Okay. And then your other Instagram
my personal Instagram is, okay, I'm going to spell it Hillea. Okay. It's like Hilea, Hilea. Yeah, and really, people say it different ways. Okay, it's literally my name.
Yeah.
So
is your first name E, your middle name's A? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then your last name Hill.
Yeah. Okay. You're the only person that has like gotten
that. That's good to know.
They're like Hill E, and then what about the A? I'm like, that's my middle initial.
Well, I just put the A in there because I just didn't know what else to do. I couldn't think of anything. Well,
there'll be people who literally also, first of all, if you go to my Instagram and my bio, it says my name is Erin. Like, just has Erin in there. It doesn't have Hill, whatever. But then, like, people will, like, respond to me or, like, message me and be like, Hilea. Or, like, I'm like, that's not my name. Like, if you just, like, clicked a little bit onto my profile and read, just used your eyes, you would know that that's not my name. But
yeah, some people tend to ask me, like, if my name is the Wonk. The wank. Do I go by the wink? Do I go by?
Do you
just
say?
wank?
I hope you say yes every single time.
Usually, if someone's like, "Hey man, like, what do you go by?" I'm like, "Yeah, just pick one." Do you go by the wink? Like, yeah. Do you go by the WNK? Yeah. Do you go by the wonk? Yeah. Yeah.
The wonk?
It's just like because they don't know, like,
they just insert a vowel in there.
Yeah, like they just don't know what to do with the fact that there's the pronunciable. There's the word you can pronunciate, the readable word the. I don't know what that word is, okay. But you can pronounce the, and you can't really pronounce WNK unless you choose the acronym style. But most people don't like doing the and then. I would say wink. Right. I would insert. I would not insert. But see, there's no I.
But there's no O either.
Exactly.
So if I'm gonna insert a vowel, at least I'm I.
Yeah, exactly. And, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, right? And you can't do the wank. That's
just like not gonna work. That's not my style. No thanks. So.
It'll be a completely different podcast.
Yeah, I gotta rebrand if I'm gonna go that way. All right, so, Erin, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And so I know your website's under construction, but
follow me on Instagram for now.
Are you in your YouTube?
Oh yes, and then I forgot. I have so many things.
Yeah, no, it's hard to keep track of them all.
And then my YouTube, you can search for festivals and FETS, FETES.
Well, you can just say, and I'll put it on the screen.
Festivals and FETS.
Perfect. And then, do you want to promote your like MySpace or anything like that?
My MySpace. It used to be
Facebook, like, MySpace, Pinterest.
My username for that was LADII lady, but with 2 I's, and then Joker. Don't ask me why. And then 10 because I was graduating in 2010. So if you guys can still find that, I still can't figure out how to log back in. You can add me on that. I'll add you to my top 8.
There you go. Yes. Perfect. All right. Well, I enjoyed having you on. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. And hopefully you come back and tell us some fun stories about Bermuda and the likes.
Absolutely. I'm all about that life.
Sweet. High five.
It's
so far away.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon for new notifications. Doodle doodle. Wow, ew. I'm just kidding.